Well, Tube. I've been starting these off with a quote, but the quote I wanted to do would make more sense if I just waited. So we're going to jump in to it. We're skipping the quote on this one for now. Today we have Sanctuary by Nella Larsen. I'm reading it in this awesome Everyman's Library edition. If you like your own copy, you can use my affiliate link to bookshop.org down below. Use it to purchase this book or any book. You can also book an extra cost yourself. I get a small commission. It's a great way to help support the channel. However, you don't have to purchase this edition to read the story. It's in the public domain, and there will be a link down below if you would like to read it for free. That's a heck of a deal. You can also support the channel by liking, subscribing, sharing, all that jazz. And finally, there's timestamps down below if you would like to skip around the video. Before we get into the story, let's talk about the brilliant mind behind it. Nella Larsen, born 1891 in Chicago to a Danish mother and a West Indian father. Larsen's mixed heritage shaped much of her literary voice. She lived through the time when questions of race, class, and identity were front and center, and she didn't shy away from them in her writing. Larsen was more than just a novelist. She was also a nurse and a librarian. Her two novels, Quicksand and Passing, which are more novella length than they are novels. Passing is even quite short, more of a short story. Earned her acclaim during the Harlem Renaissance, but later faded from the public eye. What's fascinating is that she became the first black woman to receive the Guggenheim Fellowship in 1930, a huge achievement, especially for someone whose literary output was relatively small. This is her complete fiction. That's it. Yeah. Her work has seen a major revival in recent decades, especially as scholars and readers revisit her through the lens of race, gender, and identity. About Sanctuary, it was first published in January 1930 in The Forum, a literary magazine based in New York. It's one of Larsen's few short stories and part of her Harlem legacy. It's set in the American South. Sanctuary explores themes of race, morality, and community responsibility through a tense and emotionally charged encounter. The story centers on a woman who is unexpectedly asked to provide shelter to a man in distress. As she weighs her decisions, a narrative probes questions of duty, justice, and the complexity of the human relationship in a racially divided society. Larsen's writing is known for its psychological depth and subtle social critique, and Sanctuary is no exception. Though brief, the story offers a powerful reflection on how individuals navigate ethical dilemmas within the constraints of societal norms. I also want to quickly apologize. I can't breathe out of my nose right now. So I know I am mouth breathing more than I normally do. I apologize. Hopefully it's not too distracting. But I can't breathe. So there. Now let's get into a little bit of the spoiler synopsis, and this is where I will be reading quotes from the story. The quotes are in a dialect, you could say. I'm going to do my best. I hope I'm not being too racially offensive. So just bear with me. However, the quotes are bangers, and they should be I think they should be read, and they are spoilers. That's from this on, we're going to talk about spoilers. So if you haven't read this story, again, there's a link down below where you can read it for free. It's a super short story. It's like 5-6 pages. Doesn't take any time to read. Go read it, come back, and we're all good. So, Jim Hammer, after murdering during a robbery gone bad, walked into Annie Poole's house looking for refuge. Annie Poole, against her better judgment, decided that she needed to protect the man from the mob looking for justice for killing what she thought was a white man. When the crew got to her house, she opened the door to find the sheriff with the worst news a mother could get. Her son was the one who was killed. Jim, struck with fear of Annie Poole and the guilt of killing his friend Obadiah, wrestled with turning himself in then and there. He decided not to, and Miss Poole, who had every reason to turn the man over to the police, kept quiet as well. So this is where the quotes come in. So again, I'm not trying to be bad. It's just how it is, and but I think the quotes are pretty powerful. When Jim first came into Mrs. Poole's house, she said, "If the Lord had give you a white face stead that there black one, I sure would turn you out." So, if it was a white man that was looking for refuge in her house, wouldn't have happened. After the sheriff left, Annie said to Jim, after finding out it was her son, "Get out of my feather bed, Jim Hammer, and out of my house, and I don't never stop thanking your Jesus he done give you that black face." Such powerful. Like, the only reason, even though he had killed her son, she knew that the fate of this man was not going to be a good one if she turned him over to the sheriff. It would have been ugly. So it's such a powerful statement. Some takeaways from this story: moral ambiguity, and ethical dilemmas. I can't talk. I can't read. trying to read a script. I'm not very good at this yet. Hopefully, I get better. The story challenges readers to consider what it means to do the right thing and when the truth is murky. Let me do that over again. The story challenges readers to consider what it means to do the right thing when the truth is murky. It asks, is justice always clear-cut? And what happens when personal loyalty conflicts with social responsibility? Had the sheriff and crew found Jim there, his future would likely have been short-lived. She saved his life, at least for the moment, even though he took her son's. That's a strong lady. Race and social power. Words are hard today. I apologize. The story is steeped in the racial dynamics of its time, but its question remains relevant. Who gets protected? Who gets punished? And how do race and class shape those outcomes? It's a powerful lens examining how systematic injustice can distort personal ethics. Sanctuary as a concept. The title itself invites metaphorical reflection. What is sanctuary? Is it safety, silence, complicity, courage? Larsen seems to suggest that sanctuary is not just a place, it's a choice and a burden. And finally, her sparse, emotionally charged prose leaves space for interpretation, making the reader complicit in constructing meaning. This restraint is part of what makes the story so haunting. It doesn't tell you what to think. It asks you to wrestle with it. What would you have done? I don't think I would have been as kind of the killer of my own, regardless of what the future of the person looks like. I like to think I would, but I probably would have. I know I would have lost my crap, as the kids would say. So, there we have it. Sanctuary by Nella Larsen. 3 out of 3 bangers. She is a beast. She is the best of the best. She is an amazing writer. It's so sad that she couldn't get the literary career that she deserved, because I would love 100 of these books. She's that dang good, but we have very little from her. It's a shame. Go read the story. It's amazing. Next up is Quicksand from her. It's the longest one in this, and I am like 8 chapters in, and so far it also has the banger title. So, yeah. That's it for this one, peeps. Cheers.